Well, hello everyone. So today I'm going to be making a light up color guard flag. So I originally saw this on a YouTube video by Spinatronics Guard, and they had light up Christmas parade flags. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. However, I can't find a clear acrylic pole. For color guard purposes, I cannot find the right one. I could find tubing, I could find other stuff. I had an idea to convert it. So now we're gonna convert. We're gonna do it. So some things you will need if you want to do this on your own is LED lights. I found these at the Dollar General. So just go over to their little party section, card section, whatever, and pick up a pack of those because this is basically it. Or you can go to the link that they had on the Spinatronics video. Whatever electrical flag tape you have. The flag I'm going to be doing today has white electric tape on it, so using white electric tape to follow suit. Some measuring tools. If you know how round the diameter is, great. If not, go ahead and get you one of these bad boy measurings. Vinyl, and don't forget your flag. Ignore the mess in the back I'm moving. Due to the fact that I have no idea where my camera stand is, I shall be holding the camera and propping it on weird stuff. So if you see the lighting and the angles just not giving the most, not giving life, it is what it is. You're okay. So step number one, we are going to measure around the diameter of our pole. Hence the reason is this. Okay. Can we do this with one hand? Can we do it? Da, 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 da. This will tell us how much the width will be. There you go. So what we want to do is do a diameter plus half of how much it is. So let's say the diameter is 1, then we will want 1.5 to be our width. Just trust the process on the numbers here. Let's say you have 2 inches as your diameter. You want to have half of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 inches of width. All right. Okay, so I measured it. So the diameter is 3.25. Diameter. Why did I say diameter? Diameter. So the diameter. Do I not know how to say this word? The diameter is 3.25. So 3 1/4. So we're going to take half of 3 1/4 and add it to it. So brought out the old calculator. So these are the moments where you're like, fractions are important on how to divide them and whatnot. So when it's all said and done and we do the math, we get 4 7/8. So the length of the entire pole in theory should be 6 feet. So the lights itself is only 5.9 feet. Close enough for me. The game is horseshoes, not sniper. All right, or hand grenades and not sniper. All right, anyway, so we're going to measure out our vinyl to be that width. And not sure if I want to go the entire length of the pole or just probably the bottom half. Let's just do the bottom half for now. All the way down to the bottom, we have about 37 inches. As you can see, it's a little bunched up. So a little 37 be a little generous. So that's okay. That's okay to have. All right, so now we're going to cut 4 7/8 inches by 37 inches. Because that's from our tab to bottom, not our tip. Tab to bottom, or butt. Some people might call it butt. Tab to butt. It looks like I'm not measuring anything, but if you look at the crumpled mess of vinyl down here, it confirms I am dealing with something. So go ahead. Looks like it's like just floating there. Oh, from this angle you can see it. So now we're going to measure, and then cut it out. Time for a little cutting action. Due to the fact I'm mainly using my hands, you're just gonna have to imagine me sliding the blade poetically through this vinyl, because I can already tell it's gonna be one of those hold your scissors at a certain opening and just slide through like butter. So just imagine that while that's going on. Okay, thank you. Vinyl, have our lights, and we have our pole, our flag on the table, and we have our electric tape. Due to the fact that we're going to have an on and off switch for this, ooh, nice, I like that. So due to the fact we have an on and off switch, we're going to be very cautious about how we tape this on. So this will obviously go at the bottom. If not, it would just get turned on and off or just get ripped. Like it's just going to get crazy. I know for a fact I touch a lot at the tab area with the different things I do. However, I don't touch the butt as much. I touch the butt! And then there's the pile of vinyl. Just want to note, if you're wondering, why did she buy all that vinyl? She's just going to use that little... I actually owned this, I already had the vinyl. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just cut some off. I'm not going to use all of it. So that's where that's at. So there's going to be a lot of me like showing and talking you through this. So I decided, since I'm doing from tab to bottom, I can fold the light in half. So the middle of the fold will go here. I'm going to tape that down. And then I'm just going to do a weird cross around towards the bottom, all the way down to the bottom. Then I'm just going to figure out how I'm going to tape this bad boy down there. So that's what's next to come.
So we're going down the pole, doing like a little X moment, crossing around all the way down.
Alright, so now we weaved it all the way down. So we're just gonna secure it with one piece of tape for now. Does it still work? And whoop, there it is. So for those who are familiar with being a flag, as much as I'm gonna be like, oh, we're done, this is where the vinyl comes in, because you can't strip and move your hands up and down without getting tangled in this pole. So now we're going to put our layer of vinyl on top. Okay, slight life update on this project. I decided to shift this down so that this could be more on the tab, or not on the tab, on the bottom portion, a little bit more on the bottom stopper rather than up the pole so much. That way, since the thingamajig is like right here, the on and off, the switch, the thingamajig is called the switch. It's easier to turn on and off rather than undoing the vinyl to get to it. So if you're like, oh, is it me or did she shift it down that way? That's what just happened. All right, thank you. Bye. Tape the vinyl in place, going up and down it, smoothing it as best we can. So applied the electric tape at the tab and the bottom, near the bottom stopper, and so roll the vinyl, roll till you can't anymore. So I did a little more than the diameter, so that, because number one, a little, depending on how much the lights wrapped around it, it's gonna get a little bit bigger diameter, and you just want to have that extra room for, oh no, it's like right at it, and then next thing you know, this vinyl's coming off and your hand's getting tangled up in the wires. So with this, you have a little bit extra. So I have a confession. I didn't measure 4 7/8. I measured 5 even, because that's my business. So next, I roll it. Next, I'm going to tape it at the tabs and the bottom stoppers, and possibly at the cheaters. I'm still debating that part. Fun fact, in my guard, we really didn't have cheaters marked on our flags. It just wasn't a thing we did. I don't know if it's because we were like, oh no, or we're like, we don't have time, or no, you're gonna learn how to do this, or because since we're like, some of us are shorter than others and some of us are taller significantly in some seasons. Okay, so I've wrapped at the tab pretty okay, and so now I'm at the bottom. So at the bottom, I'm probably just going to wrap this and make this one of the stopper, while also keeping this available to be turned on and off at my will. So far it's taped right here, right above the stopper placement, and right now I'm just mummifying it with the stopper. Alright, so I got it here at the tab. So we have one of the cheaters and then the other cheater here, and then we have the bottom taped up where you can mainly just access the on and off button still. Says it looks, it looks pretty nice. Alright, turn it on. Yes, I'm loving it. Slide it down. Ooh, looks smooth. I like that. And just like that, we have a light up pole for our flag. Yes!